Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Now Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. Matt Ryan, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Freeman again. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the Browns getting set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mayfield, and he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit! Detroit!
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Josh Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On 1st down, Ryan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still...
Jarvis Landry, the 40. He 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 101 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On second down, here's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Leopard, gone! Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Leopard, Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Oh, a nice spin. Caught by Sanu. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Landry. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Michael Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Terrell McClain breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. From the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try and pick it up. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Ryan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 28 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. To throw again is Ryan. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now a handoff. Johnson, a strong running. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Ryan steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Landry. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard